you want to know about a child.
Yeah, so we go back and forth, and we can't imagine not having one.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we've been together 12 years, and I'm 36, so I'll be 37 in November. And with him retiring and us trying to figure out where our forever place is going to be moving, and there's a child involved, it's kind of like we can't imagine not. Like, I have this vision that I'm meant to bring one into this world, but then there's a part of me that sometimes is like, no. So I'm not trying to figure it out, like liking the idea of it. I'm trying to really
Mm-hmm.
feel through that with him.
How about if we ask, is there a child waiting to be born to you? How does that feel?
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
Okay. So is there a child waiting to be born to Danielle and her husband right now? Yeah. And is there an ideal time frame that you can identify for bringing that child forth? Okay. And is that 3 years or less? Let's start there. No. Is it more than 3 years? Yeah, more than 3 years. Okay, more than 5 years. So somewhere between 3 and 5 years is the optimal time for that child.
So I won't be too old. Everything will be okay.
Talk to Leah. Leah is a mature mama and she's doing it. She's bringing twins.
So it'll be okay to do that. It won't be dangerous to do that.
Let's ask, will it be safe for Danielle to bring a child in that time period, 3 to 5 years? Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting a definite yes on that. It's fine.
Thank you.
And it's cool that that little soul is already queued up and waiting to come to you.
Well, and I feel like what comes through to me when I do channel that feeling is it's a little girl.
Okay. Is the soul that's queued up for Danielle now a female? Yes. But of course, remember, the gender of the body can be different than the soul. So that answer is the soul.
Mm-hmm. I learned that from you.
Yeah. So does that take care of your question?
The child, yeah. And I just feel like, I know you and I have worked together, and I think that with him retiring in 2 years and settling in of where we're going to actually go and having that plan, I guess this rebirth that's happening within me right now and this dying of an old version of myself, I'm just wondering like what the next steps in my career, like where my focus should be as far as my my mission, and really finding that alignment to actually create and build from that focus.
Okay, so as you spoke, I got a picture of you shedding your skin. So transformation, right? That's validation for you of the transformation you're feeling. So what can you tell Danielle about the optimal way for her to focus her love and intention for the world? Voice is coming very strongly. It's like reverberating in my head. Voice. So speaking out more, speaking your truth, sharing that love in whatever way feels good to you. So buoyancy is now coming up. They want you to be more buoyant, more light, if that makes sense. Anything else? Purpose and joy. Those are the other words. So it's about you stepping forward with this lightness of energy, with this loving intention, using your voice in whatever way brings you joy. And by extension, it will bring the same to those you touch, because that's what you're putting out. And it will come back to you. So it's almost like a boomerang. You're putting it out and it's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
That's that energetic feedback loop we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have one more quick question. So my husband and I, and this is like that download and that knowing, we're beginning to create something that I created over the last decade with my my work that I do. He's coming into it now, and we're starting to brand the masculine and feminine aspect of what I do together. and creating like a membership site and all of these things. Is that coming through correctly? Is that where my husband and I are meant to do this work together?
Is the membership site and the work with her husband the optimal choice for Danielle right now? No. So something slightly different. Doesn't mean you don't do those things, but you don't have it quite right. They're showing you tweaking it.
Mm-hmm.
So in the coming days, in the short term, be tuned in and allow those inspired ideas to come, because now I'm seeing you painting. You're making a masterpiece right now. So you want that inspiration, just like Da Vinci got, to come into, to energize your masterpiece. So I'm getting it's grander than what you've envisioned. That's why. Don't limit it. Let it expand. I'm seeing a balloon now.
So we should continue doing what we're doing, but I should also continue doing like that separate part of what I do.
Okay. Should she continue doing what she's doing now in addition to expanding? Yeah. Yeah. They're not telling you to uproot. They're just saying, make it grander. Don't limit it. It's not enough. That's creating a box for yourself.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Is that good?
Yes. Thank you.
Awesome. You're welcome.